Udaariyaan 25th January 2024 voice episode, voice update on VoiceBloom. The episode starts with Asma refusing to marry Murtajan. Shehnaz slaps her. She says what I said is final, the marriage will happen. She asks the guards to keep an eye on Noor. Asma looks at the moon. She recalls Arman's words. She cries and prays. Murtajan thinks to talk to Noor. It's morning, Shehnaz says you lied to me about Noor. He says I didn't want to upset you, Rifat lied to you, I am sorry. She says I got to know about Noor's family dying in a car accident. He is shocked. She says but we are with her. He says I will meet Noor and come. He goes. She thinks to end his love story. Asma thinks how shall I go out? Someone comes and says I got food for you. Asma sees the lady in burqa. She takes the burqa. She goes out wearing the burqa. The lady is tied up inside the room. Arman prays to meet his Asma. He sees a procession going. He meets his friend. He says Asma has gone to the neighboring country, I am not getting the visa to go there. He says even Hanumanji went to Lanka by flying, will you help me? The guy says Sri Ram will help you, I can give my life for you. They hug. Shehnaz asks about Noor. Shabnam says don't worry, she won't go anywhere. Qasim says she cannot go anywhere. Asma thinks to thank Murtajan. She apologizes. Murtajan prays for Noor. She goes to him and says don't open the door, let me say, I am thankful to you, you have done a lot for a stranger, I will never forget your help. He thinks Noor wants to move on and has no objection with our marriage. He says I am always with you, trust me. He opens the door. He doesn't see her. He says maybe I was wrong. Asma sneaks out of the door and hides. Asma tries to run away. Shabnam sees the lady tied up. She rushes to Shehnaz and says Noor has run away. Shehnaz asks Qasim to catch Noor and get her back. She says Murtajan shouldn't know anything. Asma sits in the truck and leaves. Arman joins the procession to cross the border. The army guards look on. They also chant Ram's name. Arman goes ahead. Arman takes a pole and jumps across the border. He falls into a truck. The army soldiers don't see him. Arman smiles. He sees the police and hides under the sacks. Arman gets down the truck. The police catches him. The driver says I swear, I don't know. Arman tries to run. The inspector asks are you an Indian spy? Arman says yes, I am an Indian, I am proud. He runs. Asma thinks where is the border? She collides with a girl. The girl says you are Noor. Asma runs. She sees the people saluting the flag. She recalls the past and says I love my India. She says I remember, I am an Indian. The police fires at Arman. Arman beats the policeman. Inspector points the gun at her. Asma says how did I reach Hyderport, where is my family? She gets a call. Shehnaz threatens her about Rifat.